She was isolated by her colleagues for dressing too sexy. Her boss asked her to change her style, and she smiled back defiantly.
Well, it just so happens I think I look nice. And as long as I have one ass instead of two, I'll wear what I like if...
Her boss, helpless, had to awkwardly walk away. When the boss got angry, he took it out on her.
Fuck you!
Fuck you back!
But instead of getting mad, the boss laughed.
I really hate you sometimes, you know that.
Aw, you love me.
She was once the lowest worker at the law firm, but 2 years later, she won the largest compensation case in U.S. history with a fierce approach. Elite lawyers couldn't believe how she did it. Her answer shocked them.
Well, seeing as how I have no brains or legal expertise, and Ed here was losing all faith in the system, am I right?
Oh, yeah, completely no faith, no faith.
I just went up there and performed sexual favors. 634 blowjobs in 5 days.
Of course, it was a joke, but it embarrassed the elite lawyers who once looked down on her. This tough woman was named Erin. In 6 years, she got divorced twice and raised 3 kids on her own. While driving through a green light, Erin didn't have insurance, and just her medical bills left her with a debt of $17,000. She was supposed to win the lawsuit, but Erin's temper caused her to lose the advantage.
Is your ex-husband helping out?
Which one?
There's more than one.
Yeah, there's 2. Why?
Broke, 3 kids, no job. A doctor and a Jaguar must have looked like a pretty good meal ticket.
Angry, Erin cursed loudly, and due to contempt of court and an unhealthy history of relationships, Erin lost the case. When she got home and tried to make dinner, she found the sink full of cockroaches, so she had to take her 3 kids out to eat. In the following days, she made many job calls, but was rejected each time for lack of experience. Desperate, Erin forced herself to find a job.
What's she doing here?
She works here.
She made the lawyer who helped her lose the case compensate her with a job.
Don't make me beg.
No benefits.
This woman, 8 months pregnant, was abandoned by her boyfriend. With nowhere to go, she had no choice but to live in a supermarket. Every day after closing time, she would hide in the restroom and only come out when no one was around. She'd flip through parenting magazines, learn pregnancy exercises, and eat snacks from the store when she was hungry. She used the store's shower heads and soap to wash herself, putting everything back neatly on the shelves afterward. She slept in a sleeping bag and set multiple alarms to make sure she woke up early enough to put everything back in place before the staff arrived. Before the employees came in, she'd hide in the stockroom and only come out once the store opened. During the day, she had no choice but to go to the park, where she would mentally note everything she'd used at the store, hoping to pay it back when she had the money. Her name was Nawi Lee. Abandoned by her mother at the age of 5, she started working at 15. She was injured while working and had 55 stitches, which made her believe that the number 5 brought bad luck. She later found a boyfriend who was older than her. They bought a used car for 80 yuan, and Nawi Lee only felt reassured after confirming that the license plate number didn't have the number 5. Her boyfriend wasn't kind to her. He was indifferent when taking pictures for her and her friends, didn't care about her feelings when driving, and even blamed her for losing a shoe. Nawi Lee wanted him to feel their baby's heartbeat, but he responded coldly. One day, she stopped at a supermarket to buy shoes, and when she went to pay, the change came out to be 5.55 yuan. A bad premonition washed over her. She ran out of the store, only to find that her boyfriend was already gone, and her camera was left on the ground. Nawi Lee had been abandoned once again. Seeing the maid wringing out a cloth, the seamstress had an idea. She decided to make a dress in the same way. She went to the street to buy fabric and dye, while her assistant boiled water at home. The 2 of them soaked the fabric in a bathtub to dye it. When they were done, they twisted the fabric tightly until it was stretched tight. They went up to the rooftop to dry it, but dark clouds appeared. However, the dress had to be finished by tonight, so they placed the fabric on the stove to dry, and it wasn't done until the afternoon. When unfolded, the wrinkles in the fabric were exactly the effect Sheila wanted. She skillfully cut the fabric, and the evening dress was completed just in time. When the guest Linda saw the finished dress, she was amazed, saying it was the most beautiful dress in the world. Wearing it made her both elegant and appropriate. The only downside was that it could only be worn once. Linda said it was enough if she could wear it tonight, and thanked Sheila. Seizing the moment, Sheila asked Linda to speak to a guest named Rubio at the dinner, who could help her bring her mother out of the war zone. Linda agreed and left happily. At that moment, Sheila's neighbor, Felix, returned and was surprised to see Linda. Felix told Sheila that Linda was the most powerful woman in Morocco because her lover is the highest-ranking officer of the local Spanish protectorate, Juan. Tonight's dinner was arranged by the Germans to win Juan's favor. At the dinner, Linda's appearance attracted envious glances from all the women. After greeting Juan, Linda started looking for Rubio. Rubio refused her offer, But when he learned that Linda was Juan's lover, he immediately agreed to the deal, but he needed money to bring people over from Madrid.
Are you gonna examine me?
Your leg?
I need some more history first.
Your leg, please.
Before the incident, when was your last intercourse?
Turn around. Lower your gown, please.
A while.
Can you be more specific?
2 weeks.
Are you sure? Have you ever had a venereal disease?
No.
Not long ago, she was assaulted by 3 men at a bar. After escaping the bar, she was rescued by a passing driver. The police first collected hair and skin tissue left by the attackers from her body and nails. They then took her back to the crime scene to identify the suspects still at the bar. She confirmed the first, the second, and the third, who turned out to be a university student. The police arrested him at the school gate. However, the criminals were not so easily brought to justice. Before the trial, all 3 suspects paid a $10,000 bail each and were quickly released. Their defense lawyer even claimed that the girl wasn't harmed, saying she was just seeking attention. On the other hand, the female prosecutor in charge of the case found the girl and discovered that the girl had a drinking problem, had smoked half a joint of marijuana before going to the bar that night, and even had a prior record for carrying cocaine. So, she had significant suspicions of leading an immoral life. After the trial began, these factors were likely to be used by the defendant's lawyer to undermine the credibility of the girl's testimony and to influence the judge and jury to make an unfavorable decision for her. The female prosecutor also spoke to the girl's best friend, who was at the bar that night, but the friend said she had been working outside the bar the whole time. She only heard a lot of noise inside, with many onlookers shouting and causing a commotion, but she hadn't seen the girl get hurt, and none of the onlookers inside the bar were willing to testify. The female prosecutor realized that the girl's situation was very bad. She was the victim in this case, yet she was the only eyewitness. The man suspected his wife of cheating. He knocked her to the ground, grabbed her hair, and threw her down the stairs. Watching her fall, he turned and left. Drew was utterly disappointed in her husband. When Drew woke up, she was at the hospital. The doctor told her the baby was lost. She completely broke down. Drew got up, looked out the window, then walked out of the hospital. This time, she was going to get revenge for herself. Back home, Drew drugged her husband with sleeping pills and called her mother.
फील्डिंग बहुत हो गई अम्मी अब बैटिंग चालू
She put on makeup and wore the red dress she had secretly bought. When her husband woke up, he saw Drew sitting across from him with a high heel, ready to play a game. Drew punished him the same way, but it didn't ease her anger. This man had caused her to lose her child forever. Her husband promised to divorce her and leave everything to Drew. He would leave by train that night and even promised to record a video, never to bother her again. What he didn't know was that Drew tampered with the video, making it his last will. Drew and her mother, with help from a neighbor, secretly carried him downstairs and threw him onto the tracks. They tied him up. When he woke up, he was confused. As the train approached, Drew suddenly realized that if he died because of this, she would never find peace in her life.